From the deep dark reaches of Star Trek Online comes Nikodas and Grebog with another episode of Fleet Action Report.
Hello, and welcome to Fleet Action Report, the show where we don't just play the game, but we teach you how to play the game. I'm Nikodas.
I'm still Grebog. This is episode 122, Call to Arms, TFOs, and we have 3 TFOs for you tonight, hopefully.
We're going to try to get through them, but you're not just Grebog, you're real Grebog.
Not the fake one, not the mother Grebog.
Oh, then I gave someone some money, and I don't think you're going to pay them back.
And as you can tell, we do have a guest with us. That would be Mementh. Mementh, do you have your joke ready?
Yes.
Go for it.
Hey, Nikodas.
Yes, Mementh.
Did you know that Star Trek is a music streaming service?
Star Trek is a music streaming service.
Yep, it's called Spotify.
As I just totally face-planted.
To me, Spotify means you have to put on pointy ears.
Yeah, that works too, I guess.
to Spotify yourself, you must get the ears, and make yourself Vulcan.
There used to be, I have no idea if it is still around. I would have to go look. But all joking aside, there used to be a Star Trek radio station called Subspace Radio. And they would have DJs, and it was all free. You could go to a website and listen to them, and they would play music that was either from Star Trek or inspired by Star Trek or had space sounds in it or something to do with space. But some of the DJs were really, really funny. I used to listen to that all the time. Got a kick out of it. So in that sense, yes, there really used to be a Star Trek streaming service. So take that as you will. Grebog, how has your week been?
I don't think people really want to know. I had a fever. It went swimmingly. Sure. I broke a fever, and then days have passed. I lost track of days.
Did you
a lot of sleeping.
Did you ever take a COVID test?
No. Because
that's just me being nosy.
Firel decided she was tempted to do that. Like, oh hey, let's do, and then like, well, let's see how your fever is. So checked it one time. I had 100.1, and then like, he's like, okay, if you have a fever, we're going to I'll do a COVID test quick, and checked it again, and I'm like 97.8, and I'm like, I guess I'm good.
Well, I'm glad you're, feeling somewhat better. So I'm glad that you're here. Thanks for joining us. So anything else? Did you do anything fun other than sleep?
I don't know that I'd call sleeping fun, but
depends on who you are.
I mean, I had to cancel D&D games, and I even told my WoW guild that I wasn't gonna go with them on Friday because I was tired. I'm still kind of tired.
I get you.
But yeah, I'm
All right.
I'm doing better. I'm doing much better. I mean, I can eat food now. Like it I'm not going to get into the graphic details. Well,
You're better. That's the important thing.
I am better. And
Maybe
it wasn't
not
like
100%.
it wasn't like I wasn't holding food down. We'll get that clear. I just was not hungry. I had no desire to eat anything, and depending upon exactly what I drank, if it had too much substance to it, I then had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I get you.
which meant I
I'm-
didn't want to try anything solid.
I'm primarily curious about COVID because I've got 2 family members right now who are fighting COVID and 2 close friends who are fighting COVID. So 4 people in total, and all of them so far symptoms have been pretty mild. So I was just kind of, morbidly curious to see
Um,
if there's a 5th person I know who was fighting COVID.
well, from my understanding, there's also been a stomach bug going around, and my symptoms match pretty much everyone that I know that has had that's going around. Essentially,
Yeah.
have a fever. Once the fever's gone, still icky for a few days, and then yeah.
Okay. Well, here's hoping your trend, your upward swing continues. Mement, you have anything fun you want to tell us about that you did in the last week?
I aged.
Didn't we all?
No, like literally, today is my 42nd birthday.
Happy birthday.
So you're now the answer.
Yes, I am the answer to life, the universe, and everything. I know everything!
Well, good. You can tell us how to beat these TFOs later.
Fire phasers.
Did you do anything special for your birthday?
Went to go see my family. We had Chinese yesterday. It was a nice, quiet thing. It wasn't crazy. It wasn't, oh my god. But, it was good.
Oh, cheers. Glad to hear it. I guess that leaves me, huh?
Yes. What was your week like, and what have you been up to?
I've been on Destiny. I managed to get their Halloween event completely 100% done. There's like an achievement and a title and stuff that you get for getting that all done. Outside of that, I have really not done much gaming. The new job is going well, but it does take a lot of time. I'm doing online trainings and stuff, and that on top of kids and family, it's been pretty hectic. So Destiny and a little bit of STO. I'm trying to take advantage of the bonus experience going on, but I haven't been able to spend as much time on here as I would like. I still have some KDF characters that need to finish getting leveled. So I'm hoping over the next week to spend some more time doing that, but we'll see. And that's pretty much it for my week. So this week in STO.
Yeah. So this week in STO, talking about wanting to level, I'm going to skip something just quick because you mentioned wanting to level up. This is a great time to do it because they implemented a bonus experience event, and you're getting like double experience for darn near everything. All experience points and expertise rewards have been doubled for the. It says weekend, but this is from now. Well, it started on the 3rd, and it goes until the 17th. So it is. You got the quite a bit of time here to level up, and I've learned that this goes kind of well. They did this to match up with the other event, which is the Red Alert.
Which also gives pretty decent experience.
And you could spam it if you really need the tokens, the reputation mark.
True, and even though it gives you 30 on the first run per day, and then 15 per each subsequent
it's
run.
35 each, I believe.
That's not what it gave me earlier when I ran it.
Oh.
But
It's I think 30 if you have a bonus to the stuff, then you can get 35.
Okay.
Yeah. And thank you for the bits there, All Things Trek, and welcome.
Oh, cheers. Thanks, man. All right, so
Awesome sauce.
The Red Alert
thank you,
event, they give you have 10 days of progress to get the experimental ship upgrade, an ultimate tech upgrade, and specialization point. So definitely worth doing, and doing the Red Alerts with the experience point going on right now, you gain a level. If you're level 50 and you're trying to max out, you gain a level for every Red Alert you run.
Mm-hmm.
I finished my 3-player account. He was at level 53 or something like that. I went ahead one time when I was feeling a little bit okay and just ran a few of these over and over again, and I got him to 65 without doing anything, it seemed like. So, and then
And
the final news.
go ahead, you got it.
Final news. Those of you know, Orticus. I can't think of his name. I have to always look at the the tweeters. I good. Jeremy Randall. Is that right? Yes. Orticus. Jeremy Randall. He put out there, like, hey, STO fans, effective last Friday, he's no longer going to be part of the STO team. He's accepted a new position with a different team there at Cryptic Studios. So, and he has all kinds of other stuff to talk about. It is interesting. We are losing yet another STO dev, and I'm curious if they're going to replace him or not.
I hope so, but I don't really think STO is going anywhere, at least not until we lose Ambassador Kale. If he ever leaves us, we might have cause for concern.
I feel some people have said, it's like the game is not in maintenance mode. They are actively pushing things and having fun and doing all the good stuff. So I'm like, maybe this is his decision. Hey, I've hit the top of what I can do here. I want a challenge. And now he's got the challenge. And that's good. Because that gives someone else from STO to step up and kind of take his place and maybe give us something new. And we'll see if that's good or bad. And we'll find out.
One can hope. I don't like the idea of them reducing team size, so I hope ultimately they do replace him and maintain the same size of the team that they're currently running with. I mean, losing members of a team and not replacing them is traditionally not a great sign for growth of a game, but we'll see what happens. But that's all that we have for news for this week in STO. Our primary target today is running some ground TFOs. Now, we over the last couple of years, we've been highlighting the TFOs, trying to use this as a teaching moment on like how to run them, how to get the optional objectives, and all of that. Ground TFOs are a little bit harder to do. Not a lot of people are interested in them. Most people that play the game seem to prefer space. But still, they're out here, and if you're running randoms, you might get tossed in one of these. Last time we did this, we actually ended up in a TFO that none of us had run before, which is, I believe, the Cure ground.
That one was interesting.
So we'll see how this goes tonight. We're going to try and knock these out. We could use one or two more people to help us with the queues and get these knocked out. So if there is anyone watching this right now who would like to join us in game, please speak up. We are happy to have you join us. We just need your @handle and we'll toss you an invite. And I'll give it a 10 count here to see if anybody wants to join us.
My internet. Apparently all the work they did today has done nothing to help my connection.
Oh, did it die again?
It is in the process of being very bad.
Does that mean people aren't hearing me?
I don't know.
I don't think so. It's buffering on my end. The goggles, they do nothing.
There we go.
Oh boy.
Goofball is logging in and out and in and out.
Yeah,
and
he said he's doing just his dailies before he goes to work, so he's a no-go.
Let me see.
Well, thank you for the.
Load if there's anything. I'm seeing. I don't know how accurate it is, but I did a reload.
It just came back.
Okay. Thanks for the follow.
Yeah, thank you for the follow.
So
It's
I'm going to repeat this because I'm not sure how much you guys have heard. We're going to run some ground TFOs and try and explain them as we're running through them. We have space for 2 people if anybody would like to join us. We just need your @handles so we can send you the invite. If not, we'll just queue for it and hope for the best. Maybe we'll get some people queuing for randoms. Anybody? We'll give it a few seconds here just to see if anybody wants to take us up on that team invite. I put some feelers out there for other friends as well, but so far nobody has responded.
They're afraid I'm contagious.
Well, there you go.
So, from my understanding, once you break the fever, you're good. I don't know.
That seems to be what the schools believe.
Unfortunately, and this is what I'm getting a little. Yeah, you broke the fever, but you're not done. You're still recovering.
Okay,
So you don't go back to school. You don't go back to work until you're able to be mostly normal.
Well, that's what they were doing for, while COVID was a thing, but we're out of COVID now, and most places are like, you can work. I should set this for ground. There we go. Okay, so what did I have down on the list? Khitomer in Stasis. I guess we're going to go fight some Borg. This is ground, so make sure... Ground against Borg, so make sure you guys have appropriate equipment.
Nice. That's one of my TFOs.
Ground against Borg. Let's see here. Not the Sompack. Where's my Tommy gun?
Yeah, we know all things Trek. Thank you. Grebog is having some connection issues. I believe it has stabilized for the moment.
Yeah, it should be back.
Usually when we have a hiccup like that, usually it's only one during our stream. So we're hoping that it will continue that thread and we'll be good. Again, if anybody wants to join us, we've got room for 2. If not, I'm just going to queue us up here and see if we can grab some randos. This is Khitomer in Stasis. There it is. You guys ready?
Sure.
Let's do this.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, that was fast.
Pop. Yeah. Wee woo. Wee woo. In other news, while we're waiting on the queue here, anybody watch the latest episode of Prodigy?
I watched 2 episodes. I don't know which one was the latest.
That would be the one with the Borg.
Oh, right. Yeah,
So,
supposedly they changed the canon of the Borg, and I didn't. My brain apparently did not catch what that change was.
I don't. Spoilers for anybody who's watching that hasn't seen it yet. I don't know that I would say they changed the canon. I'm not going to give a whole lot of details just because it is new and there might be people watching who haven't seen it. I will say what they did with the Borg was really interesting and might be tied directly into another series. Okay, so moving right along here, Khitomer in Stasis. So in stage 1, which hopefully is what we're starting at, we have to find and destroy some power nodes, Isolinear molecular reconverters, which is the optional there, the IMRs, and locate the Borg leader. So, here we go.
Here we go.
Now we have, I recognize this, we have
Yeah.
ran this on one of our TFO nights, but we have not like highlighted it like we're doing now. And I remember being very confused when we ran this before. Okay, that Borg went down fast. I should grab a gun so I can shoot long range like Mr. Tommy Gun over here.
Say hello to my little friend.
As I'm curious on now, exploring the map. That is the problem with this map. Is I want to explore the entire map, but yet that's probably bad.
Ooh, she triggered my my bubble. And apparently I'm stuck to the ground. So we can complete the whole mission in under a half hour to get bonus, and we can destroy the IMRs. Considering I'm not even 100% sure what the IMRs are, or where they are.
Industrial machine replicators.
Isolinear molecular reconverters is what my list says here.
Ah,
So if you remember, that wall right there beside us it was to the Queen chamber, I think.
Okay, now this said something about we're supposed to access the IMRs.
That was one of the IMRs we just passed. We have to do something in the next room to unlock being able to get to them.
Okay, there's only 2 IMRs.
Yes.
So that shouldn't be too difficult.
One's in the next room up at the top floor, remember? It's the
Yeah.
structure I got stuck inside the one time.
That blew up with you in it?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, right. The other room. One of us goes to the other room.
Oh, it's this one. Okay, I know where we're at.
Enemy detected.
Alright, I am at floor 1, I believe.
Enemy detected near node Alpha 2.
I'm trying to get these.
Your distinctiveness will be
Um,
added to our own.
I got a board.
Shield power diverted from
That is the
power
right
node
one, right?
Alpha
Where we have to
1.
go
Enemy detected
floor and.
near node Alpha
Yes.
3.
Oh,
Okay.
someone went to Alpha 3. Going to Alpha. I'm gonna.
Oh, she's down.
I'm working on Alpha 3 right now.
Shield power diverted from power node Alpha 3. Enemy detected near node Beta 1.
I got too many drones over here. Yeah, this is not going to go well.
Enemy detected near node Beta 3. Near node Alpha 1. Enemy detected near node Alpha 1. Diverted from power node Alpha.
This
Enemy
sword is
detected
really
near
good.
node Beta 1.
I have a
Alright,
friend
so
in
is
here.
that the one? Is Alpha the one at the bottom then? I'm a little.
Alpha's
top.
okay. 1, 2, and 3 is levels. 1, 2, and 3 floors. Alpha, beta is left or right.
Okay, I am at the top floor on the right. So is that Alpha 1 or 1 Alpha?
Go ahead and see if you can. Yeah.
Okay.
Shield power diverted from power
That
node
was not it.
Alpha
Nope,
1.
it's the other one. Okay.
Are you gonna get there, or do you need me to get
Yep.
to the?
We got it.
Enemy detected near node
Nope,
Alpha
hit it again.
1.
Hit that same one again.
Alpha 1, go.
Shield power diverted from power
Got it.
node
It's
Alpha 1.
Now do Alpha B, Alpha Beta, or Alpha 1 Beta. That's it.
Enemy detected near node Beta 3. Shield power diverted from power node Beta 1.
Okay, that one's
One
down.
beta's dead.
I'm
Okay.
going down a level.
I'm at 2
Enemy
beta.
detected. New node. Shield power diverted from power node. Beta. Enemy detected. New node Alpha 2.
All right.
Hit that one again. We had some drones drop on us.
Shield power diverted from power node. Beta.
And again,
2.
drones drop on us.
It's alright, I'm here.
Yeah, every time I trigger
Enemy
it,
detected.
drones will
New node
pop.
Beta 3.
Go, 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 go.
2
Okay,
betas down.
Intruders detected.
So,
run into the other
Defense
side.
protocols initiated.
I'm gonna guess Alpha 2 then.
Yep.
Shield power. Enemy detected. Alpha 2.
Boy, having Jasper in here is really nice.
All right, dead.
Okay, it's down. We're going down to the bottom floor.
Which side? Looks like I only have one side.
Shield power diverted from power node. Beta 3.
The other guys
Surrender.
were over there.
You
I think it's
will
down.
be Borg.
That one's down.
So is that all of them?
Yep.
Okay, so we should be able to go up to the top and get the IMR. Yes, it is unshielded. Okay. Okay, so for those watching, that is how you do this.
And that time they got to see me do the controlling of the whatchamacallit, the console.
Okay, the IMR is down. We have one down. We gotta go find the other one, which is down that hallway.
Yeah, it's where we came in.
Alright, I'm headed that way.
So here, you have Speedy Kitty.
I could be faster. I could actually turn into a big cat. Okay, that one is down as well.
And then we keep going.
Yep, to the boss.
Who will
And
be
that would be
dead
step
before
2.
we probably get there.
Step 2 is defeat the boss, which is Tosk of Borg. Now, this is the only Tosk in the game. Oh, look, he's down.
Yeah.
And we're done. Okay, so the hardest part there is managing the 2 rooms. It really does help if you communicate with your team, which most people don't do around here. But that is how you run that.
There is kind of a trick if you're on the inside. It does tell you enemies near Alpha 1, Alpha 2, Beta, whatever. If as soon as one of your players on your team gets close to one of those nodes, so you can use that to tell you which one to trigger if you are not in communications with the people. So there's a way to do it. It's just you got to be paying attention.
And
Pryman may be sticking with it.
we'll see. He may also be the one that we're waiting on to accept. Okay,
I think
there we
that's
go.
me.
We woo. So this is into the Hive. So Khitomer and Stasis is the one we just did.
You will be
I don't
Borg.
want to talk to you anymore. I'm waiting on my next one. And there were only really 2 steps. It's investigate or disable the base. That's where we were running around getting the nodes deactivated.
Is this also Borg, the next one?
Into the Hive, I believe it is. This next one, though, Into the Hive, has 3 stages or 3 steps. Step 1 is disrupt the collective. Step 2 is enter the collective core chamber. And step 3 is enter Borg Queen chamber. So, yes, this is the Borg.
You have penetrated.
This is also one I think we've done before.
Yes, I think this is where we fight the queen at the end.
Yep. A queen, not the queen.
Well,
Yas queen!
Hi, Shadowwing. Glad you're with us.
We got 20 seconds here on the briefing.
Yeah.
Goofball
Gosh.
has enabled their cloaking device.
Gosh darn meetings. Why do we have so many meetings? Why can't we just go and blow Peep up?
Right? Wait a minute. We're Starfleet. We're supposed to try diplomacy first.
You're Starfleet. I'm Sith.
Oh.
I always say that a kind word and a 2x4 is better than just a kind word.
Sweep this
How
room quickly
true
and you'll
that
catch
is.
So
the
there,
yeah.
there is a trick
Seize
a
the
lot.
advantage.
that you can stand up on the railings to avoid the floor stuff.
The floor is lava. Literally.
Oh,
The Borg are reacting.
I only
They're
wish the
awakening
lava floor would
reinforcements.
hurt the Borg. But that would make sense.
Actually, it wouldn't. Because they're part of the system.
It's
Still
their
no,
If they're
room.
part of the system, then they can be an agent.
A Borg agent. Now there's a frightening thought.
A
That's
Borg
kind of what
double agent man,
Smith was, though.
or double agent woman, or
Well, I mean, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, that's actually what Agent Smith was, right? Like, he turned people into copies of himself. Oh, come on. Quit tying me to the ground. I'm trying. Oh, fine. Apparently these Borg want to die. We will have to let them. If they want to die that badly.
come on, let me click the thingy, do a thing.
Okay. Well, they're all dead.
I have so
Next.
many Borg on me. What is going on?
Oh,
Am
I
I by
see you.
myself?
I'm coming.
I'm dead.
Well, I'll get you up. Hang on. Got a tactical.
I die and then the green floor spawns under me. I'm like, oh, nah, whatever.
Okay, they're down.
The force field between a
Oh,
central
that's it.
plexus and collective
we're ready to
core is
move on.
down. Gathered
We
up
got
there
21
for a
minutes.
mission update.
21 minutes.
Long before that.
We are detecting an energy buildup in the area around the collective core.
Look at Katis here with his shiny new sword that he's not holding right. Looks more like he's trying to hug it.
Well, if
Okay,
you,
so the first room had the 8 diodes in the corners that you had to go activate, which summoned Borg, and then once all 8 are activated, you get to move on. This room,
We're
Okay,
uploading
so-
a virus.
yeah, this one is we're uploading a virus. This is the core chamber, step 2. So we have to upload a virus while we're dodging attacks from the ceiling and Borg drones and all kinds of stuff. And why is this not opening?
Because we were in a damn rubber meeting. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to even fake curse too much.
Darn. Okay. So you'll get these, you'll see it here in a minute. You'll get these beams from the ceiling that will target you, and
Oh no.
a circle will appear. Yes.
The last image I have on the screen from the stream is in Starbase.
Oh, there's the circle.
Borg are reacting to the
refresh,
virus.
because on
Let's
my
look on
side,
mine.
I can see everything I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm refreshing. I'm not seeing the targeting things anymore since a patch ago.
Oh, I've got them. They're targeting.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think
you
I've got
need
something
weapons.
turned off.
Just
Looks
keep
like I
dancing.
see the result.
Go, Borg. The room is clear.
Bork, 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 bork.
Is it Bork and Mindy? I'm sorry, that was bad.
No, that was a good one. I've never actually seen the show, but Robin Williams, I know, probably is one of the few people that could have done that sort of show.
I mean, that's where he started, technically.
I
Happy Days is where he started.
was like, technically. I mean, that's where he got more notoriety.
I would say he wasn't a main character in Happy Days, was he?
No, he was a side character guest, which turned into the Mork and Mindy.
But with
Right.
Robin Williams, how does he not steal the show? Anything he's on, even if he's a side character, he's going to steal the show.
Right, but that was technically Mork, right?
Yes.
But didn't he have a different name?
No.
Was it Mork? Okay.
No, we don't have a Tom Paris situation here. Like, seriously, that makes me laugh.
The time has come.
Because it's like,
Attack the queen.
screw the writer. We're not paying for the rights to a name. We'll just rename it.
Yeah, it's a weird situation. There's a whole write-up on Memory Alpha about that.
Are we all running to the end, or are we slowly walking through?
We'll attack on the way through. Okay, so that's the end of room 2. Step 3 is to go take on the queen. You have to fight your way through her, or to her.
And
Through her
there's
too,
two
but-
ways of handling it. One, you run all the way through and fight all the way at the end, or 2, you slowly advance, like we're doing, and fight as you go.
It might be a lack of communication, but when I've had less issues doing it this way. If you just rush through, there's more tendency for people to get overwhelmed. Now, maybe they don't realize what we're doing, and thus they try to fight, and everybody else runs ahead, so they get overwhelmed. I don't know, but I just have more luck with running it this way, and it really doesn't take all that.
Oh, you
much.
got the elites over here.
I got this guy. I got a heavy tactical. He's down.
I sort of ran ahead and did a crap ton of AoE to clear a path.
That works too, especially if it's exotic damage, because they won't adapt to it.
Do you think you have wounded me? Separated me from my children?
So this is the boss fight. Thing is he's used to all be connected way back in the day. These were STFs, and I mean, it could take players an hour to get through them.
I am.
What's the term STF?
Special Task Force.
Yes.
It was designed as STOs, original in-game content. Instead of raids, they were STFs. They were back then they were extremely difficult to get through, but the rewards were oftentimes very, very good. Like one of the Borg crew members you could get by running this. Now over the years they have, taken these apart, turned them into multiple stages. Or multiple TFOs, as they're called now. Yeah, come on, you need to fall.
So
There we go. And they've made it a lot easier. Like the number of enemies and the strength of the enemies has been reduced over the years.
I mean, I can see it. Yes.
Well, they adapted. There we go. They
resistance
changed their
was futile.
mentality, right? They decided to make the game a lot more casual friendly, especially when free-to-play happened. So, lowering the difficulty makes sense. Although, go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't think anybody that's like, oh, it's got to be the hardest of the hard. We got to, you can't let anybody just do it. No. Go away. You're bad for community.
Every game out there has their, best of the best players. And the best of the best always want the new challenge. So there is a certain, percentage of the player base that makes sense for. And every game out there, especially MMOs, but even shooters or shooter looters like Destiny, run into that. The thing is a lot of game companies these days like to focus more on the casual player, because it's a larger portion of the player base, and they want to make money. So how do you make money? You make the most people happy.
You make it at least accessible, and you can always tune up difficulties to allow people to have their EP.
And there are some games that do that, but most games are really focused nowadays on the casual player and how to make the casual player happy. Destiny is actually a really good example of that. When I played Destiny years ago, a lot of it was gated behind their raids. Like, you couldn't get the best gear, you couldn't get a lot of the exotic weapons, just because it was all gated behind raids. And if you couldn't build a team to do a raid, or if you couldn't pug it at all, you had to have a pre-built team. But nowadays that has all changed. Destiny that's why I've been playing it so much. It's just a lot more accessible now than what it used to be. And STO went through that as well. When they went free to play, a lot of the game changed to be more accessible. That's why you have matchmaking.
The enemy is in
pretty
a
much
state of
across the board.
disarray. Without the
That's okay. We can follow along. I only got one
enemy
more
is
to
in a
do,
state of disarray.
and this is
The
on
enemy-
Nukara,
the
so I'm
enemy
going
is-
to queue us up for that, and we will see how it goes. I will resend invites.
I
Stand by. And
wanted to make a comment about one of the bad guys that we fought in there, but y'all.
we were
so-
talking too much. Go ahead
Yeah.
and make your comment.
So if you noticed, maybe y'all didn't notice that we fought Scorpion from Spider-Man. You know, that super heavy tactical drone. He had the scorpion tail.
He did, actually. Was that was not Tosk. Tosk was in the previous one we did.
Yeah. No, it just said
it's-
it said some like a heavy tactical drone or something like that, or
It was like a lizard looking thing with a tail that was Borgified.
yeah.
Okay, which one did I do here? Transdimensional tactics. Okay.
Another Borg, I take it.
I do not believe so. I believe this is Tholian. So if you want to change your gear up, you can.
And guess what?
What?
Chicken butt.
What?
Chicken butt. I thought I actually had Tholians on this character to do, but it turns out it's my alt.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. That makes more sense now. I've got us in queue. This is still an opportunity here for anybody watching it that wants to jump in here. We still have room. Just waiting on to queue. So, yeah, I'm sorry, Grebog. We kind of went off on a large tangent there. I apologize.
I mean, it's fine. Definitely part of the game. Talking about the
She's dead.
difficulty and how they've changed mindsets from one point to another.
I just see a lot of games going that route. Now, there are a few that certainly still have their hardcore element. A lot of the bigger shooters like Call of Duty and whatnot, but those are strictly player versus player. And I don't feel like that falls under the same category.
No.
Even WoW has its harder content and has a method for those that want to push hard content on how you can get hard content with their mythic pluses and also mythic rating. I would still say it is definitely a way to go. You know,
but at the same time, WoW also introduced a way to pug raids.
and
So
they've
you don't
even
have to do
and
all
they've
the rest of
even
Go
made
ahead.
it easier for you to find a raid team that is doing the difficulty you want to do. So if you're doing normal heroic, you no longer are required to be all of the same faction anymore. You could have friends on opposite factions come and join you and raid with you again. So if you have those friends that are dead set on always playing Alliance because they think, ooh, ugly Horde, I don't want to play Horde.
TFOs canceled?
Yeah, I took us out. The queue is taking longer than the others did. We only have 10 minutes here, and I promised Grebog that since he's sick that we wouldn't run over an hour tonight.
So let's do the daily and call it a day. We can come back and hit more ground TFOs later, hopefully when we have a few more participants to cut down on those queue times. So do you guys have a preference on which red alert you want to do?
Just not the one that has the failure.
Okay. Grebog, you want to do one that takes like really quick or takes a little bit more time?
I really don't care.
Okay.
Actually, hey, if we're doing that, would you mind me grabbing my captain?
No.
My fake. I technically already did it on this account. So
no, switch over. I'll grab fake Grebog.
Here, I'm going to just Nikodas so no one sees my login credentials.
Hey, it's just me. How are you? Well, and Mem. Mem is still here somewhere. Hi, Mem.
Hi, Nick! Hi, Dr. Nick!
Oh, no. Although I do work in the medical field, so I guess there is that. But no.
Hi, EMT Nick.
Hi! Oh, you guys are driving me crazy. I can just imagine if my coworkers heard me do that. It's been a little nuts.
All right, should be loading in. There we go.
I actually really like that sound file.
I do as well.
All right. Freebus, is it? Shouldn't it be Fakebus?
No. This is a free account, so this is a play on one of my WoW character names is Grebus.
So this is Freebus.
So yeah. Though I also did have huh?
So is there a free bog on the account as well?
Not yet. There probably will be.
That's fair. I queued us up for 3 of the red alerts here, so we'll see which one pops first. Although I'm a little surprised that the Borg didn't pop immediately.
But yeah, I hit this guy to max level, and
did it knock us out of queue?
Yep.
It did. Why did it knock us out of queue?
Beats me.
Oh, that's bizarre.
Yeah, you're Federation. Everyone's Federation.
They can't handle the fake Grebog.
I guess. I can queue us up. You know what? Let's just do it as a private. This thing's being weird today. Let's see here. Red alert. There we go.
But can we do them as privates?
You are not high enough level.
Ooh.
That's why it kicked us out.
You have to be level 50. Are you level 50?
Which one of you are you talking to? Me? I'm 65.
That's a little weird. Okay, everybody leave party. We'll try this again.
I mean, I don't know how much higher level I can get here.
I thought you were lower level, but that makes sense. So let me go back into the event menu. There we go. And it popped right away. Did you guys get that?
Wee woo.
Okay.
I literally used the red alerts to get this guy to max level.
Oh yeah, you did mention that earlier. Fair enough. I don't know what was happening there. That was weird. So how goes the character building then on the free account?
I've been using the dilithium to get. I'm slowly upgrading the gear. He does not have great gear yet. His ground build probably sucks I may need some help getting the 2-piece not cool eventually. So since I can't get the Comarque set, I can't get any of the old, event stuff.
Right. Not yet, anyway. Although probably they have a tendency to not do that, so
They're gonna put it in the Muds market.
yeah. Although I still wonder if the neck cool shield isn't better.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Okay, Borg down.
And I kind of stuck to my rule of thumb that I gave out when trying to help someone new account, new everything, get going, and I just went with using beams because beams are easy.
Disarm your weapons. You will escort us to your home world.
Earth
where we will
beams are
begin
easy?
assimilating your culture.
It's
and
easy to build
technology.
for beams.
Yeah, I was like, beams are. If you don't want to have to worry about your flying skill yet, it's a great way to start. Beams.
That's primarily why I play beams. I do think they're easier.
You
I think we missed the
Borg.
trick.
Oh, probably. Sorry.
will
I'm
be
focused on blowing up Borg.
from this time forward. Your culture will adapt to.
And we're done. Somebody here was better geared than me.
Wasn't me.
Okay, well, we're good. All right, so let's do the breakdown, and we'll let Grebog go get some rest here. So that is going to do it for today. Let's see, we did our secondary target, which was the daily. Next week, as long as Grebog approves, I think I would like to go through some of the Spectres missions. We did Cold Case a while back, or Cold War a while back, and we never visited any of the other
Secret?
hidden episodes, hidden episodes, secret episodes, as I call them.
There's some
so
good
let's-
things to point out in the Spectres mission, reward-wise, that you might want.
Okay, so you're good with that.
I'm good with that.
Okay, Spectres it is.
I ran Spectres for one of the rewards for one of my captains not that long ago, so yeah. There's some good rewards in there.
All right. Anything you want to close with?
Don't get a fever.
Yeah, don't get sick.
Don't get sick.
COVID's still out there.
There's a group out there that is trying to help people not get sick. They say resistance is futile. The question is whether or not you want to become one with them.
I vote no, but that's me.
Well, if I remember correctly, that's partly what the Borg started, was to try to combat a huge pandemic that was wiping out a species, and
That depends on what origin of the Borg you believe is canon.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Officially, there has not been a canon anything like origin of the Borg, but there's lots of non-canon sources that explain it.
well, yeah, like that is one of the supposed rationales. And honestly, if our society came to that point, I could see us. Do we want to create these nanites that will save our lives, but connect us all? I mean,
I guess I can see that. It'd be a little frightening, but so be it. All right, guys, that is going to do it for today. We will see you on Thursday for Fun Night, and then next Monday we're going to be doing Spectres. Keep an eye on my Facebook and social media post. We may be switching our times again. 9 o'clock doesn't seem to really work too well for us and viewer numbers and stuff, so we may be changing our times again. So keep an eye on Facebook for that. Other than that, I will leave you as I always do with the words of Q. See you out there.
If it harms no one, do it. Protect the weak from the strong. I will be doing my own stream about half an hour. So, see you then.
Live long and prosper, everybody.